This is Mama Lu. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Our lesson for today is about solving linear equations. One of the most fundamental concepts of algebra is linear equations. A linear equation is a mathematical sentence stating that two quantities are equal. In English, we have these phrases and sentences. Okay? A sentence is something that expresses a complete thought. Okay? Yan ang turo sa atin sa English. So in math, we also have this mathematical phrases and mathematical sentences. Okay, so dun sa previous video ko, tinuruan ko kayo how to translate verbal phrases to algebraic expressions. So gagamitin natin yon in this topic. Okay, so let's try to compare mathematical phrases and mathematical sentences. Ano kaya yung ipinagkaiba nila? Okay? So, for the first phrase, we have 2 times a number. So, like our previous lesson, we are going to represent a number as x. Okay? So, how do we write 2 times a number? Okay, so it should be written as 2x. Okay, so that's 2 times a number. Okay. What about this mathematical sentence? 2 times a number is 10. Okay? So, parang magkamukha, no? 2 times a number. So, we are going to represent it by 2x. Okay, but we have here is 10. Okay, so is, okay, we're going to use the equal sign for is 10. So, 2 times a number is 10. Okay, see the difference between this phrase and this sentence? Okay, so this is a sentence and this is a phrase. Okay, another example. 10 more than a number. Okay, 10 more than a number. If we represent again the number as x, how do we write 10 more than a number? Okay? So it should be, alright, x plus 10 because we have here more than. So more than is plus. Okay? It calls for addition. Okay? Next, we have this sentence. 10 more than a number is 32. So how should we write it? Okay, so x plus 10 equals 32. Very good. Okay, then the third example. The sum of 2 consecutive integers. Okay, 2 consecutive integers. If we represent the first integer as x, okay, that will be the first integer. How do we represent the second integer? Okay, so it should be x plus 1. Okay, that is our second integer. Okay, now, how shall we write the sum of 2 consecutive integer? So it should be x, the sum, plus the second integer, x plus 1. Okay, so this is our expression or mathematical phrase. Next, for our mathematical sentence, the sum of 2 consecutive integers is 35. So how do we write it? Okay, so it should be x plus 1 equals 35. I'm sure by this time, alam nyo na yung difference between mathematical phrase and mathematical sentence. So if it is a mathematical sentence, ano ang pagkakaiba nila? There should be the equal sign. Okay, para masabi natin na ito ay sentence, and therefore, if it is a mathematical sentence, it is an equation. Hindi ba, sabi ko nga kanina, an equation is a mathematical sentence stating that two quantities are equal. Okay, so in this lesson, we shall study equations in the form of ax plus b equals c, wherein a, b, and c are real numbers. Such an equation is called a linear equation. Our main goal for this lesson is to find a solution for the equation. So, a solution or root is any number which, when substituted for the variable, will make the equation true. Solving an equation often requires two or more operations. So, meron tayong guidelines kung paano tayo magsosolve ng equation. So, number 1. Okay, first guideline. Sabi, simplify both sides of the equation if needed. Okay, simplify both sides kung kailangan. Okay, number 2 guideline. Use inverse operations to isolate the variable. Okay, so kailangan nating mag-isolate ng variable. So ano daw yung gagamitin? We are going to use inverse operations. So ano ba yung inverse? Halimbawa, addition. What's the inverse of addition? Diba? Subtraction. Okay. What about multiplication? What's the inverse? Okay, division. So yon, no? So, remember our guidelines? Okay, you're going to simplify both sides if needed. Number 2, you're going to isolate the variable. Okay, so I have here 11 examples. And then I'm going to explain kung paano masasagot ang bawat example. Okay, first example, di ba? Ang sabi, you have to simplify both sides of the equation. So, since naka-simplify naman, so done with the first guideline. Okay, second guideline, we are going to isolate the variable. How would you isolate? You're going to use inverse operations. Okay, here is the variable, and we're going to isolate that in one side. So, we're going to use inverse operations. So, meron siyang 3x plus 8. So, to isolate this, you are going to get the inverse of plus or addition. What's the inverse of addition? So, it's subtraction. Okay, so we have 3x plus 8 minus 8. Okay, so that's the inverse. Equals 2 minus 8. So, kung ano ginawa nyo with this side, you're going to do it to the other side. Okay? So, we have here 8 minus 8. So, that is canceled. So, we have 3x. Okay? See? Naka-isolate na yung ating variable. So, we have 2 minus 8. What is 2 minus 8? That is negative 6. Okay, so we do not have a value for x yet. Okay, so you have here 3x equals negative 6. So to isolate the variable, you have multiplication here. To isolate that, what is the inverse? You are going to divide. Okay, so we divide this side by, okay, in order to isolate x, we have to divide by 3. Okay, same with this side. We divide by 3. So, cancel. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So, you have to cancel it. So, we have x equals negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. Okay, so the value of x is negative 2. Okay, so sabi ko nga kanina, a solution or root is any number which will be substituted to the variable and it will make the equation true. Okay, let us see. Let us check if it is correct. So 3x plus 8 equals 2. So 3 times negative 2 plus 8, is it equal to 2? Let us see if it is equal to 2. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 plus 8. Is it equal to 2? Okay, negative 6 plus 8 is 2. So 2 is equal to 2. So our solution or root to the first given is 2. Solve. X over negative 4 minus 8 equals 1. Okay, again, we're going to use the second guideline. We're going to isolate the variable. So, this is minus 8. Therefore, the inverse is, okay, it's plus. So, x over negative 4 minus 8 plus 8 equals 1 plus 8. Okay? So, negative 8 and positive 8 is cancelled. So, we have x over negative 4 equals 1 plus 8 is 9. Okay. The next operation, we have here x over negative 4 or that is division. So, we have to isolate it by multiplying. Okay. We are going to multiply this side by negative 4. So, we have x over negative 4 times negative 4. So, you also multiply the right side. We have 9 times negative 4. So, we have negative 4 times, okay, you're going to cancel the two negative 4's here. So, negative 4 is cancelled. So, we have x over 1 or simply x. So, x is equal to negative 36 because 9 times negative 4 is negative 36. Okay, let us see if it is correct. If this becomes negative 36, so we have negative 36 divided by negative 4 minus 8, is it equal to what? What is negative 36 divided by negative 4? Okay, that is 9. So, 9 minus 8, is that equal to what? Yes, 1 equals 1. Therefore, this is a correct solution or a correct root. Okay, we have number 3. So, solve 2x plus 3x minus 4 equals 11. Remember, we have two guidelines. So, the first guideline is simplify both sides of the equation. So, let us see if we can simplify this side. We have 2x plus 3x minus 4. Maybe, to simplify it, we can combine 2x and 3x. Diba? So, what is 2x plus 3x? That is 5x. Okay? Minus 4 equals 11. Okay? So, the next one is you're going to isolate the variable by using inverse operations. So, we have 5x minus 4. Okay? So, add 4. So, the same with the right side. 11 plus 4. So, negative 4 and positive 4, that is cancelled. So, we have 5x equals, what is 11 plus 4? 11 plus 4 is, okay, 15. So, now we have 5x equals 15. So, to isolate x, you are going to divide because this is multiplication, 5 times x. So, divide by 5, divide by 5. So, 5 and 5 is cancelled. So, we have x equals 15 divided by 5 is 3. Okay, so the solution or root is 3. Okay? Okay, number 4, solve 5y plus 2 times the quantity y minus 3 is equal to 92. Okay, so we are going to simplify first this side. Okay, so we have 5y plus, okay, you have here a factor, then this is, there's a parenthesis here. So you can apply the distributive property. Remember? So you're going to distribute, no? 2 times y is 2y. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 equals 92. Okay? Now, let's combine like terms para ma-simplify natin. 5y plus 2y is 7y. Minus 6 equals 92. Okay? So, na-simplify na natin. We can isolate the variable by using inverse operation. So, we have 7y. This is minus 6. So, alright. So, that's plus 6 equals 92 plus 6. Because you added 6 here, you are going to add 6 also to the right side. So, canceled. So, we have 7y equals 92 plus 6 is, alright, 98. Divided by 7, divided by 7. So, y is equal to, alright, y is equal to 14. Okay, let us see if that. Okay, so number 5, we have solved 24 equals 1/4 times the quantity x minus 8. So maybe the right side needs to be simplified. Okay, so to simplify, of course, we're going to distribute. So 24 is equal to 1/4 times x is x over 4. Okay, 1/4 times negative 8, so that is negative 8 over 4 or negative 2. Because 1/4 times negative 8, so that is negative 8 over 4. 8 over 4 is 2. Okay, so since the variable is on the right side, we are going to isolate it here. So 24 is equal to x over 4 minus 2. So, in order to isolate, okay, you're going to add 2. So, add 2 also here. So, plus 2. Okay? So, this is canceled. So, we have 2 plus 24 is 26. So, we have x over 4. Okay? So, how do we isolate now? You have x divided by 4. So, you are going to multiply by 4. Very good. So, multiply also this side by 4. So, 4 and 4 is canceled. So, we have x is equal to, alright, 104. Because 26 times 4 is 104. Okay, so we have 2x plus 3 equals 3x plus 5. Some equations like this have variables on both sides. No? So we have variables on both sides. To solve such an equation or to solve such equation, you are going to collect the variables on the same side. Okay? Collect the variables on the same side. I suggest that you can collect the variable on the side with a term that has a greater variable coefficient. Okay? So, which of these has greater variable coefficient? Hindi ba itong nasa right side? Okay? So, remember here that you have to isolate the variable, ano? You have to isolate. So, since you're going to collect the variable on the right side, so you retain the 3x. Okay? plus 5. Then you're going to isolate the variable. Okay? So therefore, you have here 2x plus 3. So how are you going to isolate that? You're going to subtract 2x from this side in order to isolate the variable here. So you also subtract 2x on this side. So we have positive 2x, negative 2x is cancelled. So we have 3 is equal to 3x minus 2x is x plus 5. Okay, isolating the variable again. So we have x plus 5. What shall we do? Okay, minus 5. So same here, 3 minus 5. So 5 and 5 is cancelled. So x is equal to what? What is 3 minus 5? Okay, it's equal to negative 2. So the value of x. Okay, number 7. Solve 8n minus 4 equals 3 times the quantity 2n minus 8. Okay, before you can collect like variables, you may need to simplify first the equation, no? This equation on the right side by simplifying, you need to simplify by distributive property, no? And then adding like terms. So we have 8n minus 4 is equal to, alright, distribute. We have 6n minus 3 times 8 is 24. Okay. Now, the side which has the greater variable coefficient is on this side, no? So, we are going to isolate dito. So, 8n minus 4 is equal to 6n minus 24, right? What operation? So, this is addition, ano? So, therefore, we are going to subtract 6n, kasi positive 6n. Okay, subtract 6n also. So, 6n, negative 6n is cancelled. So, negative 24. 8n minus 6n is 2n minus 4. Okay, let's isolate the variable. So, 2n minus 4. Okay, you add the inverse operation. Plus 4. So, negative 24 plus 4. Okay, negative 4, positive 4. So, cancelled. So, we have 2n is equal to negative 24 plus 4. That is negative 20. Okay, so we have 2n is equal to negative 20. Still, we have to isolate this by inverse operation. So, you're going to divide because this is multiplication. So, divided by 2, divided by 2, cancelled. So, n is equal to negative 20 divided by 2 is negative 10. Okay, so n is equal to negative 10. Okay, so, yung checking, kayo na. Ang 3x plus 4 all over 2 equals 3x minus 4. Again, okay, let us simplify the left side. Okay, so that is divided by 2. So, of course, we need to multiply by 2. Okay? Multiply both sides by 2. Okay, so cancelled. So, we have 3x plus 4 is equal to, since we multiply it by 2, we have to distribute. So, 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Okay. So, you're going to isolate now the variables or you're going to simplify by combining like terms. So, the right side has the greater coefficient. So, isolate natin ito. We have, that's positive 3x plus 4. So, minus 3x. 6x minus 8 minus 3x. Okay, that's cancelled. So, we have 4 is equal to, okay, let's combine. 6x minus 3x is 3x minus 8. Right? So, isolate natin yung variable. So, 3x minus 8 Alright, the inverse. So, plus 8. So, 4 also plus 8. Cancelled. So, 3x is equal to 12. Okay, again, meron pa rin. So, to isolate the variable, you have, this is multiplication, so you're going to divide. Divide by 3. So, x is equal to, alright, x is equal to 4. Okay? Okay, number 9. Solve x over 3 plus 5 over 2 equals 5 over 3 plus 3 over 4. Ayan, nagkagulo na. Okay, so you have to simplify. So in order to simplify, alisin natin yung mga denominator niya. So in order to remove the denominators, you're going to multiply the whole equation by the LCD, the least common denominator. Okay, so our denominators are 3, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let us do the prime factorization, in order to get the LCD. If we divide this by 2, so 3 divided by 2, it's not divisible by 2. So you just bring down 3. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 3 divided by 2, again, is not divisible by 2. So, the 3, just bring it down. Then, 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay? So, again, if you divide by 2, lahat ng divisors natin, 2 yan, no? So, 3 is not divisible by 2, so you just bring it down. 1 divided by 2 is not divisible, so just bring it down. 3 divided by 2, just bring it down. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Okay, another, let's divide this by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So, this is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Then, this is 1. So, ano pa, ang tawag dyan ay continuous division, by prime number. 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. Okay, so the LCD is 12. Okay? So, in order to remove these denominators, you multiply all the terms here by 12. Okay? Para mawala yung denominator na yan. So, multiplying the first term by 12, so 12 times x over 3. Okay? So, what do you get? You cancel it. So, the GCF kasi ng 12 and 3 is 3. So, 3 divided by 3 is 1. Then, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So, we have 4 times x over 1. Or that is 4x. Okay? Then, the next one is 5 over 2. So, let's multiply it by 12. Okay? So, yung 12 and 2, ang GCF ay 2. So, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So, 6 times 5 is 30. Over 1 times 1 is 1. So, this is 30. Okay? Equals, again, let's multiply it by 12. So, 12 times 5 over 3. So, yung 3 at 12, ang GCF ay 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 1 times 1 is 1. So, this is 20 over 1. Plus 12 multiplied by 3/4. Okay? So, what's the GCF of 12 and 4? Okay, it's 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay. So, ayan, nawala na yung denominators. Okay? So, maybe we can simplify. We can simplify the right side. We have 20 and 9. We can combine. So, 4x plus 30 equals, what is 20 plus 9? Okay, that's 29. Okay, let's isolate. Okay, so the variable 4x plus 30, para ma-isolate, the inverse, minus 30 equals 29 minus 30. So, cancel. So, 4x is equal to, what is 29 minus 30? Okay, that's negative 1. Okay, so we have 4x equals negative 1. Oh, we have to isolate the variable. We have 4 times x. So, therefore, we have to divide by 4. Divide by 4. 4 and 4 is cancelled. So, x is equal to, alright, negative 1/4. Okay? So, ikaw na ang mag-prove. Okay, number 10, we have solved 9x minus 10 equals 3 times the quantity 3x plus 2. Okay, so the right side, we have to simplify first the right side. So, 9x minus 10, so distribute. We can simplify by distributing, no? Distributive property. So, 3 times 3x is 9x plus 3 times 2 is 6. Okay? Now, so we are going to collect the variable on the side which has a greater coefficient. Pero pareha silang 9x. So, if we have here on the right side, we have 9x minus 9x minus 10 equals 9x plus 6 minus 9x. So, it will be just negative 10 is equal to positive 6, which is wrong. So, that is a false statement. Negative 10 is not equal to positive 6. Hence, the equation is said to have, no solution. So, pwede yan. If it resulted to a false equation, then the equation does not have a solution. So, okay, last number. Solve 4 times the quantity x minus 5 plus 20 equals 4x. Okay, let us simplify first this side, no? So, let's distribute 4. So, 4 times x is 4x minus 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. Plus 20 equals 4x. Okay, negative 20, positive 20. Okay, now we will isolate the variable. So, let's remove 4x minus 4x. So, do it also with the right side. 4x minus 4x. So, this is 0 equals 0. Okay, so 0 equals 0. Tama naman, this equation is true. Since this equation is satisfied by any value of the variable, this will be satisfied by any value of the variable x, then the solution set of the given equation is said to be a set of real numbers, no? A set of all real numbers. Any number na isa-substitute natin sa x will be true. Okay? Because it resulted to an identity, Unlike number 10, it resulted to a false statement. This is true statement. So the solution set of the given equation is the set of all real numbers. So, equations like this are called identities, no? Ang tawag dyan, identities. If it resulted to a true statement, then the equation is said to be called identities. So, I hope you learned something from our lesson today, guys. So, this is solving linear equations. Talagang minsan, mahirap ito, pero you cannot proceed to a more difficult topics in algebra kung hindi mo ito mastered. So, I hope you learned something today from our lesson today. And sana you can recommend my channel to my channel. Bye!